All right, guys. Well, we're up and at it before the sun's up in the shop today, and that's probably not going to work because the lighting's not that great in our shop. So you guys can take the time to check out last week's episode of Shop Saturday. Just click right there. Okay, guys. Today we're going to talk about screwing up. It's okay to screw up. I screw up quite a bit, actually. So with being a beginning in the woodworking and trying to find a hobby that I enjoy, this has been great. It's been a great learning experience. I've made some of these bottle catchers, which have magnets on the back, and I had thought I made them the holes deep enough, and then I managed to glue a whole bunch of magnets on the back, and now they won't stick and stay on the fridge because that's the only part that's touching the fridge. So today we're gonna fix that mistake. As you've seen in the last video, we're going to do another wood transfer. So we're going to take this paper and get it off so that it says whatever it says underneath there. And first, we have to try to figure out how we're going to get those magnets off of there. This, on the other hand, was not a screw up. This was the best idea of this house. Yes, the good old door in the floor. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to use a heat gun to loosen up the glue on the magnets, because I don't want to use a hammer and a chisel because I don't want to break the magnet because they're expensive and I don't want to have to buy any more. Alright, so I gotta get to a plug. Yes, we had to move the workshop inside because it's not light enough in the garage, and it's freezing cold outside. So we're just gonna heat it up, and hopefully it'll get warm enough to where the magnet will fall off. Who knows if this is gonna work or not, I don't, but it seems like a pretty good idea to me. Whoa, I thought I was going to blow up there. It's not working. Not working, not working. I thought for sure that would work. Well, it's starting to burn the wood. If it doesn't burn my counter, I'll be getting in trouble. Looks like we're just gonna have to pry them off. Oh. Ooh, that one's even hot. Holy smokes. See, that one, that's weird. That one's magnetic, but the other one's not. Oh! And you get two of these magnets stuck together and you can pretty much count them as just one. That's how strong they are. Oh! Get three of them stuck together and you got one also. I don't know, maybe the heat damaged that one, but we gotta let that cool off. So like I said, I've got quite a few of these that tear apart, so we'll just get to it now. We're just going to use this knife. Hopefully they'll come off. Man, that glue is no joke. I don't know, maybe the heat did help a little bit. Maybe we got to warm it up just a little bit. So we're going to use a combination of a little bit of heat Something about life, man, nothing's easy. And my plan for these is to, I gotta take them back out to my mom's house to use their drill press to drill them a little deeper. A couple of them I'm just gonna run the joiner over it just to remove that so it's flat and just make them screwed to the wall ones. So I'll have some screwed to the wall ones, some magnetic ones. I don't know if you're like us, but I don't think a lot of people have fridges that are magnet on the front, and I don't know how many people want one of those hooked to their fridge. So we're gonna get some wall mounted ones. So if someone say wanted to mount one right here, they could do that. Not that you would want it right there, but like maybe we could mount it right here. I really thought about just taking one of the hooks and put it there and drill the back of the cabinet out so that there would be a permanent one there and it would look like just the cabinet was catching it, but don't know if I want to do that to my cabinet yet. So, well, now we're gonna work on this, getting the paper off of there. So we got our warm water and our toothbrush, and we're just gonna get the paper wet. And I like to, even though this is only my second or third time doing this, I like to just get it really wet so that all the paper is see-through. And to me, this is just the craziest thing that this actually works this way. I'm sure there's easier ways to do it. As of right now, this is working for me, man. I am just gonna get that all wet. Go over it one more time. Looks like we got a little bit of a bubble right there, but, and then I'm just gonna let it sit for a couple minutes. Okay, so then we're just gonna get a little more water and then we're just gonna scrub. Like I said, I just like to try to get the outside part off first, the part you don't have to really worry about if you get too much off. But the goal is to just get all the paper off. I have another video. If you click at the top of the screen right now, you can see the whole process. I'm gonna speed this up for you guys because it can be kind of boring. As you can see, it kind of makes a little mess as the paper comes off, and I learned in the previous video that there's a real fine line of taking the paper off and taking the ink off with it, so we're gonna do our best here. Ah! Now it's gonna be a rustic sign. Okay. So we'll just get the edges a little bit. I'm gonna use my hand here. I also learned in the last time I did it that if you get it pretty close to getting most of the paper off and then let it dry and then come back later, it usually the stuff comes off a lot better. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna get it close. I gotta go get my Jeep fixed. Got a brake that's smoking. And then we'll come back and attack the rest of this. But still, it's pretty neat. A little project you can do with your kids, or you can do by yourself if you want to make something for somebody. Ah, I just wrecked it. Man, son of a gun. It's definitely something that takes a lot of patience, so if you don't have patience, it's probably going to be tough for you. Alright. So we'll have to pick up later this afternoon. Hopefully we'll be able to be out in the shop as it gets warmer and lighter, but it's pretty slick. But at least we got all the bottle openers halfway fixed, tore apart, whatever you want to say. And I wouldn't be surprised if someone was screaming that the heat would ruin the magnet, but apparently heat does make it so the magnet doesn't work anymore. So that's a bummer. This one's gonna be junk. Alright guys, so we're back, and this is what it looks like when it dries up, and then we're just gonna re-wet it down. And we're just gonna slowly work it. And it seems to me like when you do this, after you let it dry, the ink is stickier to the wood. So slowly do it. Well, as you can see, it's not going very good. A lot of the chunks of the letters are starting to peel off, and the B doesn't really look like a B. The dot and the I came off. So, like I said, sometimes everything doesn't go quite as well as you hope, but at least we're getting some practice in, and we'll probably end up having to sand it off and start over. But as long as you learn from your mistakes, it was worth making a mistake. And if anybody would like to buy one of these or anything else we sell on our website, like our marble board, just go to shellyandrob.com. Links down in the description below.